You are live, Mama.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yes, you are live, Mama. You can start.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to ISKCON of Silicon Valley's Wednesday Krishna Katha. Thank you for those who have joined. Panchakalpa Purusha Kripa Sindhu Devi Patita and Pavana Vaishnavi. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity to share Krishna Katha with assembled devotees. Recently we celebrated Nityananda Trayadashi. So, and then we are anticipating and looking forward to celebrate Gaura Purnima. Is there anybody that is online who does not know about Lord Chaitanya or Nityananda? Kindly you can ask, or you can put in chat box. You can talk a little bit about their glories. Otherwise, we'll start off with Kodanitai bhajan right now, and then followed by the prayers, Pranam prayers. So, Prabhuji, if you could please share Kodanitai prayers.
Yes, Mama. I'll go and share.
And I'm hearing some. So this is a beautiful bhajan on the glories of Lord Nityananda.
Mataji, can you please increase the volume a little bit?
I'm not audible louder?
Now you are. Maybe.
Okay, I'll just move closer.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, my volume is to the full.
Now you are good.
Okay. Thank you. বড় সুখের খবর গাই, বড় সুখের খবর গাই, বড় সুখের খবর গাই, বড় সুখের খবর গাই। সুরভি কুঞ্জেতে নামের হাত খুলেছে, সুরভি কুঞ্জেতে নামের হাত খুলেছে। খোদানিতাই, 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 খোদানিতাই। বড় মোহার কথা গায়, বড় মোহার কথা তাই, বড় মোহার কথা তাই, বড় মোহার কথা তাই। শ্রদ্ধা মূল্যে শ্রদ্ধা নাম সেই হাতে পিকায়, শ্রদ্ধা মূল্যে শ্রদ্ধা নাম সেই হাতেতে বিকায়। খোদানিতাই, 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 খোদানিতাই। যত ভক্ত বৃন্দাবাসী, যত ভক্ত বৃন্দাবাসী, যত ভক্ত বৃন্দাবাসী, যত ভক্ত বৃন্দাবাসী। अधिकारी देखे नाम बेचे दारोकाशी, अधिकारी देखे नाम बेचे दारोकाशी। খোদানিতাই, 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 খোদানিতাই। যদি নাম কিনবে ভাই, যদি নাম কিনবে ভাই, যদি নাম কিনবে ভাই, যদি নাম কিনবে ভাই। আমার সঙ্গে চলো মহাজনের কাছে যায়, আমার সঙ্গে চলো মহাজনের কাছে যায়। খোদানিতাই, 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 খোদানিতাই। তুমি কিনবে কৃষ্ণ নাম, তুমি কিনবে কৃষ্ণ নাম, তুমি কিনবে কৃষ্ণ নাম, তুমি কিনবে কৃষ্ণ নাম। দসুরি লইব আমি পূর্ণ হবে কাম, দসুরি লইব আমি পূর্ণ হবে কাম। খোদানিতাই, 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 খোদানিতাই। বড় দয়াল নিত্যানন্দ, বড় দয়াল নিত্যানন্দ, বড় দয়াল নিত্যানন্দ, বড় দয়াল নিত্যানন্দ। शदमत्र लोय दीन परमानंदा शदमत्र लोय दीन परमानंदा Kodanitai, 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 Kodanitai. एक बार देख ले चक्षी जाल 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 गौरा बोले निताय देन सकल संभार गौरा बोले निताय देन सकल संभार Kodanitai, 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 Kodanitai. Den Shuddha Krishna Shiksha, Den Shuddha Krishna Shiksha, Den Shuddha Krishna Shiksha, Den Shuddha Krishna Shiksha. Jatidhana Vidya Balana Kore Apeksha, Jatidhana Vidya Balana Kore Apeksha. Kodanitai, 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 Kodanitai. Amani chade maya jal, amani chade maya jal, amani chade maya jal, amani chade maya jal. Grhe thako bane thako na thake janjal, grhe thako bane thako na thake janjal. Kodanitai, 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 Kodanitai. Har naiko kalir boy, har naiko kalir boy, har naiko kalir boy, har naiko kalir boy. Achandale de nam nitai doyamoy, achandale de nam nitai doyamoy. Kodanitai, 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 Kodanitai. Bhakti Vinodaki koi, Bhakti Vinodaki koi, Bhakti Vinodaki koi, Bhakti Vinodaki koi. Nitai charan bina nahi ashroy, Nitai charan bina nahi ashroy. Kodanitai, 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 Kodanitai. Prabhuji, if you could share the translation, we'll quickly read the translation. I am singing news of great happy tidings. Lord Nityananda himself has opened marketplace of the holy name in Surabhikunj. The news of its great results is that he is selling the pure holy name in that marketplace for the price of only one's faith. Lord Nityananda, the proprietor of the market, seeing all the devotees become attracted, is selling them the holy names after bargaining with them. Oh, brother, if you want to buy the holy name, then go with me. We must go to the presence of that great soul, Nityananda. You will buy the name of Krishna. I will take my commission, and all of our desires will be fulfilled. Lord Nityananda is greatly merciful. Taking one's taking only one's faith, he gives the highest ecstasy. If Nitai sees only one's tears in the eyes while chanting the name Gaura, then he gives all resources to that person. He gives the pure teachings of Krishna to everyone and does not care for one's birth, wealth, knowledge, and strength. Now, giving up the illusory snare of Maya, either remain in household life or in the forest as a sannyasi, for no more troubles remain. There is no more fear of the age of Kali. The merciful Nityananda gives the holy name to even the Chandalas. Bhaktivinoda calls out, except for the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, there is no other shelter. Thank you, Prabhuji. It's a beautiful prayer, and um, this particular bhajan is written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and it's from the book Vaishnava Siddhanta Mala. So it is in the mood. You can stop sharing provision now, the bhajan. It is very joyous time of the year right now. We recently celebrated Nityananda Trayodasi, and Gaura Purnima is approaching. Lord Gauranga is going to appear soon, and we are looking forward to that. And wherever we hear, everywhere there is a Gaura Katha, Nityananda Katha going on. Any channel for devotee channels, we tune in, everybody singing Gaur Nitai's bhajans, Nitai Padakamala, or uh, Parama Karuna, etc. Very beautiful bhajans, and we are distributing Chaitanya Charitamritas, and we are discussing about Lord, Nityananda and Gauranga's glories. So today, um, I feel very, very, fortunate to be able to speak on the glories of Lord Gauranga and Nityananda. Lord Gauranga and Nityananda are giving the mercy causelessly, uh, and they are Patita Pavana. So that is the main thread that we will be talking about in this today's discussion. Um, in between, if anybody would like to ask any question, or so please put it in the chat, or you can speak up also. And I would like to also see who all have joined today, um, just to
We have one Carl Prabhu. Yes,
we have just Carl Prabhu. Okay,
mm.
thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for joining. So Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, they are none other than Lord Krishna and Balaram. They came as um, in the form of devotees of the Lord to spread the message of bhakti. Actually, Chaitanya is Krishna himself, and Nityananda is, Baldev himself, and they came as a most merciful incarnation to deliver the all the conditioned souls in the age of Kali. When Lord appeared as many many different incarnations, he came to annihilate the miscreants, to kill the demons, and like when Krishna was in his baby form, he killed Putana, Trinavarta, etc. Then he moved to Mathura, he killed Kamsa, and then all the wrestlers, and in Dwaraka, and like that he killed many demons. So Lord Ramachandra he killed Ravana like that. But when Saint Krishna and Balaram they come in the form of Gauranga and Nityananda, they actually come to kill or annihilate or cleanse the demoniac tendencies from the hearts of the conditioned souls. So if Lord Krishna has to kill the demons even in the form of Chaitanya, he has to probably kill all of the most of the all the conditioned souls in this current age, because some everybody has some demoniac tendencies. But Krishna came so kind in the form of Gauranga to transform our hearts, uh, to kill all the bad qualities, and to take us to our original state, to purify us. To purify something means to take them to their original state, and our original state is Jive Swarupa Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. Our original state is we are Krishna's servants. And Srila Prabhupada says religion means to know God and to love God. And um, one time Srila Prabhupada, this is a story from Chaitanya Charitamrita. And when Lord Chaitanya was traveling in South India, one Brahmana was reading Bhagavad Gita and he was crying. And he was illiterate. So all the people were laughing at him that he is holding the book even though he can't read. So Lord Chaitanya approached him and he said, My dear Brahmana, uh, you are reading Bhagavad Gita, um, but why are you crying? And he says that my spiritual master has asked me to read and read Bhagavad Gita every day, all the 18 chapters. And what to do? I am illiterate, I cannot read, but I'm trying to hold the book. And then Lord Chaitanya says, but you're also crying. When he says that, when I hold this book, I remember how Krishna is the servitor of Arjuna, and Arjuna says, Krishna, take my chariot in the midst of the both armies. And Krishna just accepts his order and takes the chariot as Arjuna likes. So, how Krishna becomes his servitor, his devotee's servant. I'm so overwhelmed with this feeling that how Krishna is so kind. And Lord Chaitanya immediately embraces the Brahmana. He says, you have understood the Bhagavad Gita. And Prabhupada says on this instance that the Brahmana actually appreciating Krishna, he is loving Krishna's kindness. He is saying Krishna is so kind. So actually, to know Krishna, to understand him, and to love him, that is the purpose actually to read Shastras, to read scriptures. So Prabhupada mentions all this, and to read scriptures meaning to read the glories of the Lord, like we have this opportunity today. And Lord actually appeared in so many forms. So Lord is full of six opulences. Like we know he's full of he has complete wealth, complete strength. Um, he has complete fame. Then he has complete knowledge. He has complete beauty and complete renunciation. And in so nobody has these qualities in full. Only Lord, Supreme Lord, has these qualities in full. And with these qualities in full, the Lord appears in so many innumerable forms. The Shastra says the Lord appears as many times as there are waves in the ocean. And there are so many forms of the Lord. He comes in his full potency with his opulences, and he does innumerable, unlimited pastimes. And with that, Lord's so many appearances, so many pastimes, actually conditioned soul like us has so much immense opportunity to hear Lord's unlimited katha. So we just we don't have actually, if you 24 hours also, if we try to hear Lord's katha, will not be, his pastimes won't be over. Like Lord Ananta is continuously singing Lord's Supreme Lord's glory, but he's never finished. He's singing all the time. So these pastimes we have to hear, and like Prabhupada said, reading scriptures, hearing, this is very important. So we develop love for Krishna. But how much are we actually willing to hear? So in this age of Kali, especially because Lord appeared in this age of Kali, right? What is our condition? Are we really inclined to hearing? What is our state of mind? Our heart and our mind is all over the place. We are sitting somewhere, but we are thinking about something else. And we are doing one thing, but we are thinking about something else that is going to happen tomorrow, or that is something pending in our to-do list and things like that. We are not be able to in the moment. And more than that, we are always conditioned souls are always affected by three modes of material nature. Uh, um, mainly they are drawn into lower modes like laziness, lethargy, and no enthusiasm, things like that, which we can relate to. So this is what is happening in current age and time. And so Prabhupada says reading and hearing is very, very important, so that it can actually purify us and take us to our original state, uncover our original self of being servitor of the Lord, who is in love with Krishna, who wants to serve the Lord, like that. And in this age of in this current age of disturbance and so much not having steady mind, um, it is said, we have only one, solace. And agati ekagati, that is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita. That means agati means for the fallen. Ekagati, there's only one option, that is Lord Chaitanya. So, because of, even though there is so much options available for us to hear katha, to spend our time doing kirtan, bhajan, japa, but we are not up to the mark. We are not utilizing that opportunity. That's why the Lord appears in the form of Nityananda and Chaitanya. And there is um, very beautiful there's very beautiful examples that have been given. We can talk so much about how we are not so much up to the mark, how we are so much disturbed, how conditions also so much disturbed. I'm trying to discuss this point because this is something I can relate to, and this is something actually will help us understand what Lord Chaitanya and Lord Gauranga actually have given us. um, there's in my middle school or something like that, we had a very nice poems, and this very famous poetess Bahina Bai Chaudhary, she had written poems on so many topics. And one poem she writes on mind, how mind is so flickering, and the all the attributes of the mind. And one thing she says that the mind is very um, is poisonous. There is a there is we can have we can counteract a snake bite or scorpion bite with some mantras. Like in Vedas, they have some mantras to counteract snake bite. And at least earlier days they practiced this. They will chant mantras to counteract the poisonous bites from animals. And she says that the mind has so much poison that there is you it is very difficult. It has so much grudges, so much envy, so much depression. There is so much lamentation and things like that. So mind is full of poison, and it's very difficult to counteract this poison that's filled in the mind. And in Bhagavad Gita, like Arjuna says, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna, uh, Pramati Balavadrudam. So he actually is telling to Arjuna is telling to Krishna, the mind is so uh, mm, flickering that it's very difficult to control the mind. It's more difficult to control the mind than controlling the wind. And how in this state, what can we do? What is our state? What are we left with? So we have Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, and they give the mercy for conditioned souls in this state, when they are not even looking for any spiritual upliftment. They're not even looking for devotion, but Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda come and give the mercy. um, Prabodhanand Saraswati very nicely writes in one of the shlokas, Kala Kalir Balina Indriya Vairi Varga Shri Bhakti Marga Iha Kantaka Koti Ruddha. Means in this age of Kali, my senses have become so strong. Um, I am that they have become my enemy, and they are throwing millions of thorns in the splendid path of devotional service. And that's how he's describing. So now, but how Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda have appeared, and they are the one who have become our great saviors. Um, Recently, I was hearing S.B. Keshav Maharaj, and he was giving one example. In Mayapur, when you want to take a bath in River Ganga, then you go out, you do, you do go to the ghat, then you immerse yourself in the Ganges water, and then you take bath, and then you get the Ganga Snan. But in the rainy season, when there is so much rain that even if you are in the bed, you're not even up yet for the day, the Ganga comes in your room because there is a flood. Because there is flood happens in Mayapur. It's very known fact that Mayapur is so much flooded whenever the rainy season. So so Lord Chaitanya Nityananda's mercy is like that for all the conditioned souls. Even if they don't want it, actually they go and they actually come and give us the Krishna Prem and the Bhakti. They give the mercy. That is Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. And there are so many examples where Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda have um, delivered the fallen souls. And one of the best that what I like is Jagai and Madai. And this story has been discussed probably so many times. I'm sure you devotees would have heard millions of times. And so many times we have read it. We have seen dramas on this, and it is something very well known. So, but when Jagai and Madhai are actually delivered, after that, Jagai and Madhai pray to Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda. That is something we'll discuss more today. And their prayers are amazing. How they are glorifying Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, telling that, we didn't do anything. We were not even, looking for becoming devotees or something like that. But you came and you delivered us. And we will go through those prayers in some time, and just after discussing few more points. So, um, so in Srila Narottam Das Thakur says in Hari Hari Vifale song, Brajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Sutta Hoila Se Balarama Hoila Nitai. So this is Lord Chaitanya Nityananda, and Dina Hina Jata Chilo Harinama Uddharila Tara Sakshi Jagai Madai. So that is what he's saying, that Krishna and Balaram are Chaitanya and Nityananda, and they have delivered the most fallen, and Jagai Madai are the witness for that. Now, Acharyas explain that to receive the mercy of Radha and Krishna, we need to approach Lord Chaitanya, and to receive the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, we need to approach Lord Nityananda. And Lord Nityananda is um, is very, very, very merciful. Um, when Jagai and Madai, when Madai hit Lord Nityananda and he was bleeding, Nityananda was bleeding, then Lord Chaitanya wanted to kill Madai with his Sudarshan Chakra, but Nityananda stopped him. And Nityananda prayed to Lord Chaitanya to give mercy to both of them. And Lord Nityananda has actually this specific desire to deliver the fallen souls. So Jagai and Madai actually they are greatest of the sinners. There is no sin that they haven't performed. And it is said that when Yamaraj was asking Chitragupta for the account of Jagai and Madai, and then Chitragupta said that all our scribes, the people who write the accounts, they have become tired, and there is no end to the activities, sinful activities they have done. There are there are so many unlimited number of pages have been filled with their accounts, and our scribes are becoming exhausted just by writing what they have done. So that they were thieves, they were robbers, they are killing people, they are burning other people's houses, they are drinking intoxicants, and so many things. So such were so much fallen were Jagai and Madai. And when we are discussing Jagai and Madai, you also parallelly I also like to think of my own unwanted things in my heart, and how much Lord has given the opportunity for us to come in this path of devotion. So even though Lord, so when even though they were so much sinners, how they got delivered, that is something I always find is very amazing, even though we have discussed this pastime so many times. So now what we are going to do is um, I'm gonna share the Chaitanya Bhagavat verses. So Chaitanya Bhagavat is account of Lord Chaitanya's pastime written by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, and Chaitanya Charitamrita was written by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, and Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Like Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur actually recommended all the devotees should read Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charitamrita. When devotees would come and meet Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur would ask, are you reading Chaitanya Bhagavat? You should read it. And Chaitanya Bhagavat has a lot of beautiful stories and pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Nityananda's life sketch. And Srila Prabhupada he personally translated Chaitanya Charitamrita. And when Srila Prabhupada was on Jaladuta, he writes in his diary that he's far away. He's traveling when he's on Jaladuta. He's actually traveling from India to come to America to spread the message according to the order of spiritual master. So he is writing one day in his diary that I am far away from Vrindavan and I'm missing my Vrindavan Dham, I'm missing my Govinda Dev, and I'm missing Radha Damodar. But I have found great solace by reading Chaitanya Charitamrita far away from Vrindavan Dham. So this is Prabhupada writes in the Jaladota diaries. So Acharyas have taken great effort to make these scriptures available for us by translating them from Sanskrit and Bengali. And Chaitanya Charitamrita is the essence of all the Vedic knowledge. It has shlokas from Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Lord Chaitanya's all ecstatic pastimes. And Chaitanya Bhagavat has some of the pastimes are written very elaborately. So I'm just gonna do a quick time check. It is 7:40. Yeah. So now I would like to. I was trying to remember. There are a couple of shlokas. What Prabodhananda Saraswati has written just a few minutes back we were discussing Kala Kalir Balina Indriya Vairi Varga. So he's praying to Lord Chaitanya. This is a prayer to Lord Chaitanya. Prabodhananda Saraswati writes, Kala Kalir Balina Indriya Vairi Varga Shri Bhakti Marga Iha Kantaka Koti Ruddha ha ha Koyami Vikalaha Kimaham Karomi Chaitanya Chandra Yadinadya Kripam Karoshi. What this means is, in this age of Kali, my senses have become so strong and they have become my enemies. And they are throwing millions of thorns in the splendid path of devotional service. Alas, alas, um, I am feeling weak and overwhelmed. If Lord Chaitanya, oh Lord Chaitanya Chandra, if you do not, if you do not give me your mercy immediately, what will I do? Where will I go? This is a very beautiful shloka. We just discussed so much effect of Kali Yuga, where we are born right now. We are conditioned souls, and we are limited by our own, um, you know, um, tendencies, our own nature, and the lower modes, etc. What is our option? And that's why we are praying to Lord Chaitanya. Uh, Immediately, please give me your mercy, and that is the only way that you are the only one who can deliver. So I really like this shloka how he has written because it describes our. He says, "Haha, koyami, vikalaha." Where will I go? Vikala means we are feeling very weak and overwhelmed, like disabled. So that is very. vivid description, or we say that's a very right word for the condition, for this age, for the conditioned souls of this age. And this is actually our prayer to Lord Chaitanya. And so now, um, with this we will go to the prayers. So before going to the prayers of Jagai Madhai, I'll quickly go through the what had happened. So Lord Chaitanya had before prayer, before Jagai and Madhai prayed to Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. There is I just want to quickly in a couple of minutes say the pastime. Lord Chaitanya had instructed Lord Nityananda and Hardas Thakur to go around the village, around the homes, and go door to door and preach the message of Krishna, tell them to worship Krishna, chant the name of Krishna, and deliver them all. So, with this order, when Chaitanya and Hardas Thakur they were going preaching around the town, they came across Jagai and Madhai, and they were drunk, and they were very much in a disoriented state, and they were doing a big quarrel in the marketplace. And when they saw Jagai and Madai, and they were asking, "What is happening here? What is this?" And then somebody told them, "These are the most fallen, sinful people. Please don't go near them." But then Lord Nityananda, he looks at Jagai and Madai, and then he looks at Hardas Thakur, and he says that. These are the most sinful people. These are the looks like miscreants, um, most fallen of all, and they should get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. They should get delivered by Lord Chaitanya, and that will make Lord Chaitanya. It will magnify his mercy all over the world, all over the three worlds. He will become famous. So Lord Nityananda's plan is um, to actually highlight the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And when he saw these people, he felt compassion for them. At the same time, he said they should get delivered from Lord Chaitanya, and will make Lord Chaitanya famous. That will make Lord Chaitanya more and more famous, and people will know about his merciful nature. And that is how Lord Nityananda is thinking. And then at one point, when Lord Nityananda and Haridas Thakur, they are preaching to Jagai and Madhai, and Jagai and Madhai, they didn't like it, and they said, "How dare you preach to us?" And Madhai hit a broken pot to Lord Nityananda's head, and Lord Nityananda, he started bleeding on the head, and he um, the news reached Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya appeared on the scene, and then he invoked his Sudarshan Chakra, and he wanted to kill Madhai immediately. And Lord Chaitanya falls at the lotus feet of, sorry, Lord Nityananda falls on the lotus feet at the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya, and he begs. He says, "My dear Lord, no, no, you haven't come to kill the miscreants. You are Patita Pavana. You have come to deliver them. Please, please take back your Sudarshan Chakra. Please be merciful on them." And Lord Chaitanya has so much wrath in his eyes. His eyes are red. He's very angry because Lord, Supreme Lord, he can forgive offenses against him, but he will never forgive any offenses against his devotees. So Lord Chaitanya was very angry that somebody hurt Lord Nityananda, and he's bleeding. And and then Lord Nityananda is still praying. Lord Chaitanya has red eyes, and then Lord Nityananda is saying, "They are most fallen, but please, you have come to deliver all the fallen souls. Kindly, please, please, please take mercy on them." And he says, "You see, this Jagai actually saved me, because when Madai was trying to hit Nityananda second time, then Jagai says that Madai, you see, this sadhu, he is requesting us again and again. He seems to be a genuine person. Don't hit him again like that," Jagai is saying. So when Nityananda says that actually Jagai stopped Madhai when he was trying to hit me second time, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then when he heard that, he felt so happy that Jagai actually saved Nityananda, and he took back the Sudarshan Chakra and he said, "You saved my Nitai." He looked at Jagai and said, "You saved my Nitai," and he embraced mm, Jagai. And just by embrace Lord, when he embraced, Jagai was delivered. He got all the ecstatic symptoms of bhakti, and because Lord glanced him mercifully because he had done such a nice thing to save a devotee. So actually, Lord glanced him mercifully, and he was delivered. Just Lord's glance is enough, and Lord actually embraced him. So he was purified. And when Jagai started crying out of humility and out of he's feeling that, oh Krishna, we did such a bad thing, but they are protecting us and they are having mercy upon us like that. And then when Madai sees that, and then he says, oh Lord, both of us, he also tries to, he thinks that I also need mercy, and he is having transformation in the heart. And then he says, we both have done all the sins together, so whatever he has done I have done, I have whatever I have done he has done. Wow, he gets mercy, I should also get the mercy, like that mother is you know requesting. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says he doesn't immediately forgive Madai. He looks at Nityananda and he says, he is offender for you. If you want, you can forgive him. Like that, he is looking at Nityananda, and he's Lord Chaitanya is telling Lord Nityananda, and Lord Nityananda actually, uh, you know, forgives Madai and he embraces him, and and then Madai is also delivered. So now, so far everybody is okay. I'm still audible.
Yes, Mataji, you are quite audible.
Okay, so
You
I
can
would
start.
like to share the screen. Uh, right, so that I can share the squares. I'm going to see where is my actually this. Yeah, I think it's asking me to do some settings. Interesting. I'm sorry, I think. It is not allowing me to.
Yes, Mataji?
Yeah, it is not allowing me to share. Somehow the privacy settings are there.
Oh,
Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe something similar. I
if you
can show
can,
you.
yeah, you should be able to. Let me see if you can send me that attachment. Hold on.
Let me see if I can send you the link in the email.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm really sorry for that.
or you can even, in the Zoom itself, there is a setting in the bottom. You can simply upload the thing, and I will download and I can
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
whatever is comfortable. If you can
Yes.
send me the email, also is fine.
Could you please check if you are able
Yeah,
to
there it
see
is.
those
Okay.
files?
Oh, you have to give me access. I asked you permission to get access. You gave me access, Mataji?
Yes, I am giving permission. It's opening. Yeah, I gave it.
Okay, just a minute. Okay, let me now share my screen. Just a minute.
Mm.
Can you see, Mataji?
Yes, yes.
Let me know whenever you want me to move forward. Let me know.
Yeah, we can go to the next slide. विश्वंभर बले यदीक्षमिला सकल माधाई रे कोल देह हो सफल. Vishwambar said, if you have actually, I'm going to check time check here, 7:55. Okay. So Vishwambar said, if you have actually forgiven Madai, then embrace him and make his life successful. Next. प्रभुर आज्ञाय कैला दृढ आलिंगन माधाईर हैला सर्व बंधन मोचन माधाईर देहे नित्यानंद प्रवेशिला सर्व शक्ति समन्वित माधाई हैला. It's very actually we can understand if for those who can understand Hindi, but we'll read translation. On the order of Lord, on the Lord Gauranga, Nityananda tightly embraced Madhai, who, as a result, was freed from all material bondage. Nityananda entered the body of Madhai, and Madhai became filled with all energies. Next. हे नमते दुई जने ते पाइला मोचन दुई जने स्तुति करे दुयेर चरण. In this way, the two were delivered, and they began to offer prayers at the lotus feet of the two lords. We can go next. Prabhu bale torar. Prabhu bole torar. Maybe Prabhuji, we can do the presentation mode. Is it possible? It will be a little bigger if Prabhu bale torar na karis papa jagai madhai bale aranare bapa. So, Lord said that we will forgive you, but do not commit further sins. Jaga and mother replied, never again, O Lord, never again. So, Ar Nare Bapa. So basically, Lord has forgiven them, but um, what is Lord's instruction here? He said, do not commit further sins. So here, um, uh, and Jagai mother immediately they are saying, "Ar nare bap," means we will never do it again. So when a devotee surrenders and he says, "I will not do these sins again," then Lord actually delivers. And then it is very um, um, beautiful point over here that we can. There was one thing I was thinking here is when in Srimad Bhagavatam we discuss about the glories, the prayers of Gajendra, and it is said Kunjara Shauchavat. So no, sorry, it's not prayers of Gajendra. Sorry, my bad. I mixed up things. So when Shukadev Goswami asks Parikshit Maharaj, um, how what is best for getting rid of one's karmic reaction, and is karma kanda good, like you do some atonement to get rid of your reactions of your bad karma and things like that. So he is asking this question to check Parikshit Maharaj's understanding and what is his opinion also. It's like he's testing. Shukdev Goswami is like testing Parikshit Maharaj. And Parikshit Maharaj actually says that um, um, karma kanda atonement is like karma kanda, do this thing, you get rid of this sin, that is like karma kanda. It is not suggested. It is like kunjara shauchavat. Kunjara shauchavat means when an elephant goes and takes bath in the river and he becomes very clean, when he comes out again he takes like some sand or the dust on the earth, and then he again spreads on his body. So like what is the use of his cleaning his body before that? So that means if somebody has done sin, he has sinned or he has done some sin, and then he has done atonement, but his tendency is still there in the heart, right? So he can be inclined to do sin again whenever he gets an opportunity. So that is called kunjara shauchavat. So that is not something is that is also not recommended. Later, that's what Parishad Maharaj is mentioning. So later basically um, he is Shukdev Goswami establishes that actually bhakti is the best to get rid of all the any desires within the heart. So the person will not be inclined to do the sin again. So basically uprooting it from from the root itself. There is also another example of bamboos. The bamboos, they are burnt and they are there's a big fire that happens and bamboos are all burned, but the bamboos roots are so deep rooted that if they get again if they get water and nourishment, again they will again sprout. So similarly the bad tendencies in the heart can sprout again, but bhakti is the one who actually takes away all those desires from the root. So there is no question of sinning again. So um, so this is something very important that so we have to be careful when the Lord forgives the devotees. Actually, he's instructing them, do not commit further sins. We can go next, Prabhuji. And then Prabhu bhale shuna shuna tora dui jana satya satya ami tore karila mochana koti koti janme yata ache papa tora ara yadi na karisa sabadaya mora. Actually, we can directly read English, but I really like the Bengali. It's very sweet. The prayers are very sweet. The Lord said, "Listen, both of you. I have indeed delivered you today. I take full responsibility for whatever sinful activities you have performed in your previous millions of lifetimes, provided you do not commit sin again." Lord is repeating it. So he's like Sarvadharman Parityaja. Ma shuchaha aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishami. Like that Lord is, telling. Probably we can go next. Next, we'll go to the shloka directly. तो दोहार मुखे मुई मुई करीब आहार तोर देहे हाई बेक मोर avatar. I will eat through the mouths of you too, and I will incarnate in your bodies. So, if basically Lord eats from the mouths of his devotees, if you honor and serve prasadam to a devotee, actually Lord is very happy and he accepts prasadam through his devotees. Next slide. प्रभुर शुनिया वाक्य जगाई माधाई आनंदे मूर्छित हाई padila tathai. On hearing the Lord's words, Jagai and Madai fell unconscious in ecstasy. Next slide. मोह गेला दुई विप्र आनंद सागरे बुझी आज्ञा करी लेना प्रभु विश्वम्बरे. The illusion of the two Brahmanas was thus destroyed, and they merged in an ocean of ecstasy. Knowing this, Lord Vishwambara instructed them as follows. So, next. दुई जने तुली लहा अमर बडीते kirtana kariba doi janera sahite. Pick these two up and bring them to my house. Today we will perform kirtan with these two. You can go next slide. Brahmare durlabha aji edo hare tiba edo hare jagatera uttama kariba. Today I will award them that which is rare for even Lord Brahma. I will place them in the topmost position in this world. Actually, when Lord Chaitanya did the kirtan, very few, very confidential devotees were accepted in that assembly. And those who were criticizing the devotees, they were not allowed. And Jagai Madai, within the time span of few moments, they actually became so purified and they became eligible to enter the kirtan. Lord personally saying, bring them for our kirtan. And he's saying, I will award them something Lord Brahma also doesn't get. Yeah. So, next one. Edoi parasheye karila ganga snana edo hare bali bese gangaras samana. Those who took bath in the Ganges after being touched by these two will now say that these two are equal to the Ganges. Earlier, when Jagai Madai, people, even if their shadow touched them, even Jagai Madai's shadow touched people, they will immediately run to the Ganga and they will jump into the Ganga along with their clothes. People considered them so sinful that their shadow was also inauspicious. And now, Lord, he's saying that earlier people, did like that, but now just seeing them will be like it is like equal to seeing the river Ganges. It is so purifying. Like that, he's saying. Next. Nityananda Pratijna Anyatha Nahi Haya Nityananda Icha Ei Janiha Nishchaya. The determination of Nityananda is never baffled. Know for certain that this was the desire of Nityananda. Only because of Nityananda Prabhu this happened. Lord Chaitanya didn't forgive Madhai so easily, but because Lord Nityananda Prabhu fell at his lotus feet and it happened. And when Lord Nityananda first saw Jagai and Madhai, and he thought that they should get delivered, and just with his thought, and then that day they went back to the assembly of Lord Chaitanya and they told the whole story that the Jagai and Madhai, they are very big demonic people are there. They are from Brahmana families, but they are so fallen, and our desire is you deliver them. And when Advaita Acharya heard this, he said that if Lord Nityananda has desired that Jagai Madai should be delivered, you consider them delivered because it's Nityananda's desire. So, Lord Chaitanya is also saying here like that. Next one. Jagai Madai sab Vaishnave dhariya Prabhu Rabha Badira Abhayantare Gelalaya. Thereafter, all the Vaishnavas caught hold of Jagai and Madhai and took them inside the Lord's house. Next slide. Excuse me. आप्तगण संभाईला प्रभुर सहिते पडीला कपट करो शक्ति nahi aite. The intimate associates entered along with the Lord. The door was then closed and others were not allowed to enter. Next. वसिलासिया महाप्रभु विश्वंभर दोई पाशे शोभे नित्यानंद गदाधर. So everybody is now taking place and sitting there. Mahaprabhu Vishwambar came in and sat down. Nityananda Gadadhar sat on either side of him. Next. सम्मुखे अद्वैत वैसे महापात्र राज चारि दिके वैसे सब वैष्णव समाज. Advaita, the greatest recipient of Lord's mercy, sat in front of the Lord and all the Vaishnavas sat around the Lord. Next. पुंडरीक विद्यानिधि प्रभु हरिदास गरुडर माई श्रीनिवास गंगादास वक्रेश्वर पंडित चंद्रशेखर आचार्य ऐस भजने जनिन चैतन्य रस कार्य. पुंडरीक विद्यानिधि हरिदास ठाकुर गरुड़ा रामाई श्रीनिवास Gangadas, Vakrishwar Pandit and Chandrasekhar Acharya all knew the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. So they all, assembled there. Yeah. Yeah, keep going. अनेक महांत आर चैतन्य वेदिया आनंदेव सीला जगाई madhai laiya. Numerous exalted devotees happily sat with Jagai and Madhai around Lord Chaitanya. Lo Maharshi Maha Ashtu Kampa Sarva Gaya Jagai Madhai Dohe Gada Gadivaya. As Jagai Madhai rolled on the ground, their hair stood on end, they shed tears and their entire bodies shivered. कर शक्ति बुझिते चैतन्य अभिमत दोई दस्यु करे दोई महाभागवत. Who has the power to understand the desire of Lord Chaitanya, who transformed the two rogues into Mahabhagavatas? Next. तपस्वी सन्यासी करे परम पाषंड ऐ मत लीला ताना amrite rakhanda. The Lord delivered many ascetics and sannyasis by such nectarian pastimes. Next one. Ihate vishwasayara se Krishna paya ithe yara sandeha se adha pateyaya. Anyone who has faith in these pastimes attains Krishna, while those who have doubts fall down. Samshayatva vinashyati. Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, we have to have faith. Shraddha Mulye, like we just, on the cost of faith, Lord Nityananda was giving holy name like that. Anyone who has faith in these pastimes attains Krishna, while those who have doubts fall down. Next. The two, Jagai and Madhai, then began to offer prayers that were heard by Sri Gaurasundar and his devotees. By the order of Lord Chaitanya Chandra, Shuddha Saraswati, the goddess of transcendental knowledge, appeared on the tongues of those two. Seeing Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya together there, the two could understand their actual identity. In this way, the two great personalities began to recite prayers. Anyone who hears these prayers attains devotional service to Krishna. All glories to Mahaprabhu, all glories to Vishwambar, all glories to Nityananda, who is the support of Vishwambar. I'm going to skip to some. I think slide number. I'll tell you the slide number, but I think I want to skip some of them. So Prabhuji, we can go to the slide number 38 directly. Yeah. All glories to the Lord who holds the conch, disc, club, and lotus. All glories to the best of Avadhutas who is not different from the Lord. Next.
Mataji, it is loading, just a minute.
Sure.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. Next.
Should I go next, Mataji?
Yeah, we read this one. All glories to Gaurachandra, the life of Advaita. All glories to thousand-headed Nityananda. All glories to the life of soul of Gadadhar, the Lord of Murari. All glories to the benefactor of Haridas and Vasudev. Next. You have delivered the numerous sinful persons in your various incarnations. This is glorified throughout the world as most wonderful. Next. Now, here at this junction, how Jagai and Madai are praying, please, see carefully that Jagai Madai were the most sinful people, and they they have become purified. They become now devotees, and they are saying that this is the most astonishing thing that has ever happened, that you have delivered us. And they give examples of all the earlier deliverances that the Lord has done, and they say that that was nothing what you have done. And they give all the reasons for earlier deliverances, the people, the souls, the rakshasas, the other, anybody who was delivered by the Lord earlier. They had their own reason. Here they are explaining, but you have delivered us, that's causeless. So that's what they are trying to say. uh, by delivering us too, however, your past glories have become minimized. So they are saying everything you have done earlier, that is nothing. Next. They are talking about Ajamila here. Ajamila uddharera yatika mahatva amara uddhare seho paila alpatva. Even the glories of delivering Ajamila have been minimized by delivering us. Next. We are not flattering you, we are speaking the truth. Ajamila was actually fit for liberation. Next. It is stated in the Vedas that a person who has killed millions of Brahmanas immediately attains liberation if he chants your name. So this they are giving Vedic injunction that it is written in the Vedas and Puranas. If somebody calls your name, then they get delivered. So Ajamila, actually uttered your name. So he was fit for liberation just by uttering your name. Next. Next one. Such a name was vibrated by Ajamila, so his deliverance was not very wonderful. Next. You incarnate to establish the truth of the Vedas. If you do not deliver the living entities, then the words of the Vedas become false. Next. Yet we have harmed the body of your associate, and you have delivered both of us. Next. Oh Lord, now just see how much difference there is between you and us too. They are yeah, you can stay this 268. So they are telling that uh, there is so much difference, in whatever deliverance you have earlier done, and what you have done now. They are astonished actually how they got delivered, and out of so much astonishment and surrender, they are singing these prayers. Narayana namashuni ajamila mukhe chari mahajana aila se jana dekhe. So on hearing the name Narayan from the mouth of Ajamil, four Mahajanas came and appeared before him. And for some of the lecture I had heard that because Narayan is four name, the four Vishnudutas had appeared there to save Ajamila. Next. आम्ही देखिला तुम रक्तपाडी अंगे संगो पांग अस्त्र पारिषद सब संगे. We saw you along with your associate servants, weapons, and confidential companions after we drew blood from Nityananda. Next. Gopya kari રાખીચીલા એ સબ મહિમા એબે વ્યક્ત હાઈલા પ્રભુ મહિમા રસીમા. Till now you have kept your glories concealed, but O Lord, the limit of your glories is now revealed. They're saying like you're exposed now, your glories have been, it's like under the sun. Now the Vedas have become most authoritative, and now Lord Ananta will proudly sing your glories. Next. Now your hidden quality has become manifest, O Lord. The name of this quality is causeless deliverance. So there is without any reason we got delivered. That's what they say. It's a causeless mercy. That's what Jagai Mada is saying. Next one. Yadi Balak. Now they are talking about other deliverances, Kamsa, and there are so many other demons. Yadi Balak Kamsa Adi Yatya Daitya Gana Tahara O Droha Kari Paila Mochana Katalaksh Achetati Dekha Nija Mani Nirantara Dekhi Leka Senarendra Gani Tomasane Yuji Leka Kshatriyera Dharmi Bhaye Toma Niravadhi Chinti Leka Marmi Tathapi Narila Droha Papa Padaite Padila Narendra Sabha Vamshera Sahite. If you say that despite their attack, demons like Kamsa were also delivered, then consider what qualities they had. Those kings constantly saw you, they fought with you according to Kshatriya principles and constantly thought of you in fear. Yet they could not avoid the sin of attacking you, and as a result, they and their dynasties were destroyed. Next slide. तुम्हारे देखिया निज जीवन छाड़ीला तबे कोन महाजने तारे परशिला. They left their bodies while seeing you, yet which great soul cared to touch them? So when the Lord killed so many demons, actually they were because they were demons, they were miscreants. People didn't even want to touch them, touch their bodies. Here, when Ravana was killed, actually Vibhishana did not want to touch him and do anything for him. But Lord Ram said, no, we should do all his last rites properly. So like that, nobody even after demons were killed, then nobody even wanted to touch them. Next. Amare parashe ebe bhagavat gani chaya chuni ye jana kaila ganga snani. The pure devotees who once took bath in the Ganges after touching our shadow are now touching us. Next. O Lord, this is certainly due to your extraordinary glories. Who can be deceived now? Everyone is convinced. Next. The great devotee Gajendra offered you prayers, and you delivered him because he was fully surrendered. So now they are giving Gajendra as example. Yeah, next. That example cannot be applied to demons like Putana, Agha, Baka. Next. Although they attained the spiritual world when they left their bodies, who had the power to see that without Vedic knowledge? Because those demons killed by the Lord, actually, they were also delivered. And but people who were there, they are not seeing it with their naked eyes that they are delivered and went to Vaikunthas like that. But only those who knew Vedas and scripture, they actually could understood that anybody killed by the Lord, actually they got delivered. And now they are saying, next. What you have done to us, two sinners, however, has been directly seen by the people of the entire world. He's saying now everybody saw this, what you have done. Everybody saw that you delivered us. Like that, they are saying. Next. The sinners that you have previously delivered all had some qualifications or other. Like the demons who were killed by the Lord, they were always thinking about the Lord. Even though they were thinking in hatred, actually they were thinking about the Lord. They were seeing the Lord. And so he's Jagai Mother, they are telling they had some qualification or the other. What qualification did we have? Like that they are saying. Next. But now you have causelessly delivered two persons who were Brahmana demons. This is only due to your mercy. Next. Jagai Madhai cried as they offered these prayers. Such are the matchless pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. I think this is the last one, right, Prabhuji?
Yes, Madhavi.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
it's the last one.
Yeah, you can stop sharing, Kunjini. So this is very, very beautiful prayers of the Lord, of Jagai and Madai. Um, I really felt very touched by these prayers. How they are saying that, Ajamil has uttered your name. They called for you. Gajendra was surrendered to you. He actually um, remembered so many prayers from his last life, and he sang those prayers. He surrendered to you. All the demons, they saw you, and they thought about you, and they were killed by you, so they were delivered. Anybody gets killed by Krishna also, they get delivered. So they all had some qualification, but we didn't have any qualification. Without any mercy, actually you have delivered us. And they're also saying how earlier, how when the demons were killed, people didn't even want to touch their bodies. But now, the people who were, earlier didn't want to touch even our shadow, they want to actually touch us as if we are as pure as River Ganga. So much transformation you have done for us. Like, you have transformed us completely, like that, Jagai and Madai, and they are incessantly crying while they are actually singing these prayers. This is the most causeless mercy. And Acharya has also described that the Jagai Madai were so much sinners, actually, but they never did Vaishnava Aparad or Nam Aparad, because they never associated with Vaishnavas, and they were never, chanting the holy names. But just like Lord goes door to door, and people, even if they didn't want, actually Lord begged them to chant the holy names, and they said, please chant Krishna's name. He's your mother, he's your father, and you will get delivered. You will become happy in your life, and you will have all the protection from the Supreme Lord. Please serve Krishna, please worship Krishna, please chant Krishna's name. Like that, they are telling. Even though people don't want, they go door to door, they ask them to do chant Krishna's name. So this is Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda's, causeless mercy. And there's the whole, the world now knows Lord Nitai Gauranga's mercy all over the three worlds. And so rightly said by Jagai Madai, how the Lord's glory has become so magnified because of this pastime. But Prabodhanand Saraswati actually writes very beautiful, shloka, and in such very humble state of mind, he says that Vanchitosmi, Vanchitosmi, Vanchitosmi na samshayaha, Vishwam Gaura Rasi Magnam, Sparshopi Mamana Bhavet. He is saying that, I have been cheated. I have been cheated. I have been cheated. He says three times, like Vanchitosmi, Vanchitosmi, Vanchitosmi. I have been cheated. The whole world is immersed in the love for Lord Krishna by Lord Gaurachandra, but not a single. He says actually he is immersed in an ocean of love for Lord Krishna by Lord Gaurachandra. He has done this, but not a single drop has touched me, like that he is saying. And then he prays next beautiful prayer uh, that we already recited, um, that my dear Lord Gaurachandra, if you do not show your mercy upon me, then where will I go? What will I do? Um, yeah, that is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Nityananda, and that is the state of a devotee who sees that Lord is so merciful, and so many devotees have gotten mercy of the Lord, and but I am like, I'm still so dry within my heart. I don't have any love for Krishna. Um, yeah, so um, this is what Prabhupada Saraswati is thinking, and this can be our nice prayer also, to pray to Lord Chaitanya to deliver us and to be merciful on us. So now we have only 2-3 minutes, and I would like to stop speaking now, and we can open for any questions or comments.
Haribol, Tariya Seva Prabhu, Kal Prabhu. If you're still there, you can unmute your mic and you can ask questions or comments, anything.
If there is no questions or comments, we can conclude. I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and finally, I have to agree all my limitations. About any knowledge on the shastras and scriptures, and any devotion within my heart. There's barely any devotion in my heart, but these pastimes are very, very beautiful. It's one of my favorites, so that's why. And just like Vedamada got mercy, like that, I pray for God's mercy and Chaitanya love. And if I have made any mistakes, kindly forgive me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Very beautiful narration and very beautiful slides. This indeed is actually Nityananda Prabhu. So, Krishna, only if you go and Sarva Dharman Parityaja, right, Mam Ekam Saranam Raja, then Krishna gives mercy, right? But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives mercy upfront, right? He gives mercy upfront, and Nityananda Prabhu is even better. He specifically looks for the souls, whom there is no possibility of any mercy, you will get from the Supreme Lord. He goes and targets them. That this person must get mercy. That's why we say our in Guru Parampara we say that our acharyas are all representatives of Nityananda Prabhu, because like Srila Prabhupada, right? He gave mercy to so many people around the world. Although his god brothers at that time were saying that you should not leave this country because otherwise you will yourself become a Malacha. But he said that no, my Guru Maharaja's words are there. I have to go. I have his order. And with all his health problems, he went throughout the whole world, preaching the glories of Krishna and Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu is very specifically merciful. I mean, he is a supreme personality of Godhead from whom you cannot escape. Basically, he is like that. He will find you.
Yeah, that was internal desire to really deliver whoever escaped wants to catch hold of all of them and deliver them. That is mercy. And how you said so nicely, Prabhupada came even though they said don't cross the ocean, you are sannyasi, but with his spiritual master's order, the Prabhupada came all the way. And yeah, it's Lord, very, very beautiful prayer. It is Lord no hote tabeki hote. And similarly, there is Prabhupada no hote tabeki hote. There's a very beautiful version of Prabhupada.
Yeah. You are talking about that Markin prayer, that one you are talking about? Or? Oh, this is the other prayer about Prabhupada someone has written. This is Jodi Prabhupada na hoy to.
Prabhupada no hote tabeki hote.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful. If Prabhupada was made, then what would have become of us?
Yeah.
I remember. That is written by Jayapataka.
Jayapataka Swami, right?
Very beautiful.
Yes.
We are very fortunate to be in the Guru Parampara of the Gaudiya Sampradaya.
Yeah.
I cannot think of I'll be more grateful. We just need to pray and take advantage of this opportunity that we have somehow part of this culture of this.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for.
Thank you. Vanchakapatarudyasya kripasinduvyasya patitanam pavanebhyo वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। कामेश्वरी माता जी की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। Thank you, dear devotees, for taking time from your busy lives and coming in the middle of the week to listen to the lecture, online lecture. We do have programs on Saturday morning in the temple and online, and also on Sunday evening, temple online. But Wednesday program is online, and we'll meet again online only program in next Wednesday. Hare Krishna. Thank you. We'll now close the session.